we can understand each other. We can look after each other. We can try to make conversation. And I respect your ideas, your values, your religion, and you respect me. So we can live together. There is an enough space for all of us in this world. Sunni and Shi'i, Kurdish and Arabic, we have no problem. We have been living in Iraq for hundreds of years, and we are not capable of holding the weapons against each other. Just the political people are speaking in this way. But the majority of the Iraqi simple people just want peace and to live and take care of themselves and their families. I think, and the majority Iraqi people think, that we have been living together for hundreds of years, and there were no problems between us. But we are sure also that the United States are pushing in this direction. They give weapons to militia, they open the borders to the foreigner, while the international law say when you occupy a country, you have to keep its borders safe for the country you occupy. They do not. The majority of the Iraqi people now thinking that the United States has a plan for slow, complete destroying to everything in Iraq. In 1989, the UNICEF gave Iraq the first degree in the whole area. There is no non-illiterated people in Iraq, and it was completely empty from diseases. This is on 1989, and now, in the new century, we are suffering from this. And who is responsible? Surely everybody has something good, something bad, and to be balanced, you have to speak about the two sides of the picture. It's wrong to speak, he was just destruction. He was just destroyed everything, and it's also wrong to say he was a hero. He has these two behavings. He had something good, something bad. So we have to be balanced and say, but almostly if we are going to speak, he do something now we're asking for. At least there was electricity, there was clear water, there was a medical insurance for everybody, and I discovered I am here for 10 days, I discovered that the American people had to pay too much for the education of their children, while for myself, my two boys finished the college without paying nothing. It's free education from the primary, from the kindergarten, till the higher education, all of it is free. Besides, the hospitals giving all medication free. But now, about the freedom he speak about it, we got it. We are going now to pay for a fuel in a price. I asked about the price of benzene. I saw some friends, they were filling their cars with benzene, and they just get 2 minutes to fill the car. We have to stay for the benzene station for at least 4 or 5 hours, and we buy the benzene in the same price you buy it. And we are the country who are swimming over a sea of oil. We got no freedom, and we got nothing. No electricity, it was just for 1 or 2 hours daily. No clear water, no medical care, and I'm working in a hospital, and I see they sometimes have no antiseptics to clean the wounds, and sometimes the doctor was informed to make an operation under the light of a candle because there is no electricity. Destroying everywhere, nothing come to the Iraqi people, suffering for both the American and the Iraqi people. Shall we continue in this war? And for what? For benefit of whom? So if this is the type of the democracy, we don't want it. Just leave us alone, and we can rebuild our country and live in our values. No need for this democracy. Democracy of destruction, of killing, of letting the other hit you for nothing. From a woman's opinion, it is not putting a woman as in a mystery or in some sensitive place. It is give the woman the security, the food, the needs, the education, the medical care, one of the most important diseases now we are suffering from is the breast cancer, and we have no chemotherapy. And just before I came to America, I was in the children's hospital, and I was seeing the large number of children who got cancer after the occupation because the depleted uranium has been used even in this war, as it has been used in the first Gulf War. And we have no chemotherapy for them. And they just kept in the hospital suffering. So how you are speaking about giving the women rights and you are killing by the other hands? This is just war for the media, for the newspaper, for the show. And almost the time they bring some women from here and there and they let them speaking. We are now freedom, we are going in the, but this is not the real freedom. And I just want to give you a small message. The Iraqi people have nothing with the American people. We just have the problem with the military who occupy us, who destroy everything for us. And we came for her, me and 3 other Iraqi women. We are making trips around the States just to tell the American people, we have nothing with you. It does not need to be so afraid from the Iraqi people. They have nothing with you. If you just leave them alone and you pull up your troops, everything will be okay. And we will rebuild our country again. And we hope for peace and love for the whole world. And I hope this message will be sent by you to your friends, to your relatives about what's happening in Iraq. And this will be just a small help from you to what we are suffering and what your people suffering. I met 2 families, 2 American families. They had lost their son in Iraq. And we were sharing the feeling. I was crying and they were crying. I was crying for people whom I love and they were crying for their sons. And they were always asking for what this war is continue, for the benefit of whom. We have to stay, we have to stand and say, stop this war. Pull our troops back as soon as possible, and all the world will be in peace. Thank you again for good listening.
Well, let's all thank Dr.
You just look after the internet on Yahoo search and you could find all these pictures. There are about 1,200 films about what's happening in Iraq. Just look after it. Just turn the TV on another channel. Just turn it to another channel, which may be, yes, turn it to another channel.
I was wondering, what channel would that be?
I think they have many channels. They know more, but they know best than me.